Hey there YouTube, this is MSC Matt, and I'm going to be bringing you some Thresh gameplay. Pretty much I'm just going to go over to his abilities and what I build on him, just to kind of give an idea to anyone who hasn't seen him or played him before. What I usually do is I start off with 2 of those beads and 2 sight wards, because those beads help you stay in lane and they give you good health regen and they build into some cool items. All the sight wards. I usually get his Q first for the pull and the easy first blood, and then I get his E second for the throwback, and then his lantern, and then I max the lantern. What I would do is I max the lantern first because it gives it pretty good shield and it helps a lot when fighting, and then you can either max its Q for the cooldown and the damage it deals, or you can max the E for the, when you throw them back, it slows them. The more you max it, the more it slows them. So basically, all his abilities are his passive, usually the souls, which gives you armor and ability power. And it's in the beginning, it's 1 soul to 1 armor and ability power, but the more you pick up, the slower the ratio goes down, which, you know, pretty much evens things out. And his Q is a pretty long range pull, which you'll see on this Israel up here. But it's pretty much, you give them 2 tugs and they're free. It's not like a blitzcrank pull. You can't pull people over walls, but it's pretty cool because it keeps them there for like a solid 2 seconds for your ADC to smack on them or whatever. And it combos pretty well with your E because you can just throw them over your head after you do that. And well, it can hold the team down for a pretty good amount of time. You can also hit it again and it'll jump you to them like a Leona. How she throws the little daggers, jumps to the people, it's something like that. It is pretty slow though, the chain's slow, it's kinda hard to hit, and it's a pain in the ass if you miss because you have to stand there for a while because it's so fucking slow, and it makes you an easy target to whoop the shit out of. So you gotta be careful when you're using that. His W is his lantern, which is a pretty sweet move, it's pretty unique, haven't seen anything like it in the league. And you just throw it down, it gives everyone a fucking shield. As you look here, you build, this is kind of what my build usually looks like. Mid-game, you want to go for that shield thing, it's pretty good. Just give your teammates a little extra shield that goes along with the lantern. The lantern's pretty good, as you see here. I shield my teammates with it, save that Mundo. I go smack this dude in the side, and I have to waste my ult, but everyone gets away, so I guess it's all good. With the lantern, teammates, you right click it, will teleport to you, depending on, well, not really depending on anything, just they fucking teleport to you to get his shield. It's pretty sweet, it's good to throw over walls, get your teammates out of situations. It's good if you're getting fucked up and you throw it at your teammate, they can come and help you. So, it's pretty good for a lot of different reasons. Yeah, and his E's pretty good. You know, it's just good all around. It's good CC to keep the enemies the way you want them, pretty much. Depending on which way you aim it, depends on which way you throw it. It's not a very far throw, but it knocks them up in the air, so it kind of like keeps them there for a while. It's just pretty much, it's just a combo. You just hit people with the Q, hit them with the E. It's pretty good for maybe throwing people away or throwing them towards your team. Either way, it burns a lot of flashes. I know that when you get pulled in, they just flash the fuck out of there because that pull usually means a pretty easy kill. And his ult's pretty sweet. It's a fucking box. They call it the box. I think that's the coolest name. And it just pretty much makes this pentagon around you with these walls. And when enemies hit the walls, it slows them by 99%, which is pretty much stops them. It's really sweet, and it does a lot of damage, but after one wall is broken, the other walls only do half. And it's pretty sweet if you do QQ to throw yourself onto them in the middle of a team fight. Just throw down your wall and it'll just, usually a lot of the enemies will run into it and it'll do wreck some good havoc on the enemies. You know, it slows them all, they can't get out of anywhere, they just can't move at all, it does a lot of damage. And it's just an all-around pretty sweet ability, good for team fights, you know, it really tops this guy off. In my eyes, I think he's pretty overpowered, to be honest. I hope they don't nerf him or anything. They probably won't, but, you know, whatever. What else? I guess champions, good champions that go with him. I've seen is Draven. Draven works real well with him. With all the CC usually early game, you can get off about 2 axes on him, and that adds up some pretty good damage, you know, while you're in lane against their ADC or whatever. And he's got the split minions thing because the pool does not go through minions like a blitzcrank pool. So it's like, you know, it's tough to aim on the minions sometimes, but he has the ability that splits his enemies, so sometimes you can do it right, you know, split down the minions and just throw your hook down in between them, and you can usually pull off a pretty good grab, and they're usually not expecting it, so it's a pretty good combo. And Misfortune would probably be runner-up because she's got the slows, and she's got that ultimate that you combined with your slow, her slow, and all your CC, she can usually put in a good few seconds of that ultimate, which will really make the difference in a team fight sometimes. So, you know, she's just a pretty good person. Israel doesn't really work very well with them. That's a no-go so far from what I've seen. He's just complete shit with this guy, so don't try to combo that. Well, I guess some things, some tips, I guess, I don't know. When you throw in the lantern, you usually want to throw it like if it's a team fight and you're running at them, you know, throw it in front of them so your people run through it. Or if you're trying to run away and there's someone behind you, you know, throw it back and they can teleport up to you so they don't die. Well, you know, that's just about as much as there is to say about this guy. He's pretty sweet, I like him a lot. He's not worth 7,800 IP. He's not worth that. I bought him with riot points because, well, that's just a ridiculous amount of IP, you know? It's a lot easier to go make 10 bucks than it is to make 8,000 fucking IP. But he's definitely worth it. He's one of my favorites. He's a pretty good support if you know how to play him. And, yeah, this gameplay, it was a little rocky. We had Master Yi, he wanted the ADC, but someone, Misfortune auto-locked or something, fucking got the thing ahead of him, so he decided to troll this game. He's going AD mid lane, which isn't going too good for him. But, I don't know, I guess he gets his shit together and starts trying at the end here, because we made a pretty good comeback. We were losing pretty bad in the beginning. Garen DC'd at the beginning, and Mundo jungle didn't cover top, so we lost top turn at like 3 minutes in. It was pretty bad. But we're making a pretty sweet comeback, which is cool. Misfortune and I have been usually putting the team on our back. Mundo's not doing too bad, and Garen tanks a lot, so we're doing pretty good. This is my first commentary, so don't be too hard on me. I know it's probably not very good, but, you know, gotta throw yourself out there a little and try to get better, I guess. I don't really fucking know how it works, but I'm just going to assume. So, this is about the end. I'm just gonna let it roll out from here, and I'm gonna try to keep making videos like this, you know, maybe some gameplays, you know, some ranked games, maybe unranked, you know, playing with a bunch of my friends or something. But I guess put in the comments if you've made it this far, or if anyone even watches this. Put in the comments any kind of tips. I don't know, I don't really know how to commentate. Give me some, you know, little tips and tricks to commentating. You know, I don't fucking know. So, this video is about to end here. We made some pretty cool comeback. The enemy team's pretty fucking pissed. Their Jax went AFK for the last like 15 minutes of the game, so that's probably what gave us the win there. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you made it this far, if you subscribe, that'd be cool, because I don't have that many of those. Views are nice, likes are nice, and yeah, well, hopefully I will be making more of these soon. So yeah, see ya.